The words made the whole cell stunned. Old Mrs. Wilson and Wendy couldn't believe their ears. Why? Didn't Elaine committed fraud? Doesn't it mean that she will be imprisoned for at least 10 years, 20 years, or even longer? Why let her go now? Now let her go. How can she live in Thompson after going out in 10 days? The old Mrs. Wilson panicked. At this moment, when Elaine, who had been seen half dead, immediately jumped out of bed with excitement when she heard this. The pain of being beaten up just now was completely incomprehensible, as if being driven out of the sky by this sentence at this moment. Thankfully, she can finally go out. Elaine excitedly danced and cheered. Ha ha, great, Lady Wilson is finally going to let go. Ha ha ha, great, great, really great. I am going back to live in my Thompson villa. After finishing speaking, she immediately looked at Mrs. Wilson and cursed coldly. Ha ha ha, bad Lady Wilson. You never dreamed that I would not be released. Ha ha ha. And Wendy, you too poor, just stay in jail. Cherish your days in jail. Once you are released, you will not even have a place to live. You will have to fall to the streets. Just like you two are so poor, you still want to live in the first grade of Thompson. Yeah, after they let you go, go and open your ancestral grave. See who of your 8th-generation ancestors is worthy of the first grade of Thompson. Let alone you two paupers. Old Mrs. Wilson was trembling with anger, and at this moment, she wished to tear Elaine alive. She even regretted not encouraging Jenna to kill Elaine directly. Now this B*TCH woman is about to be released suddenly. This is nothing short of eyes. Wendy scolded angrily. You shrew, don't be too happy too early. Maybe the court is about to hear you, and you will be sentenced to life imprisonment after you are tried. Don't even want to go out in this life. Elaine suddenly cursed and shouted, FCK your mother's A*. I have already washed away the grievances. I will be released. I will regain the freedom. You homeless people, please hurry up. After finishing speaking, Elaine looked at Jenna again and gritted her teeth and cursed. Jenna, an ugly fat pig from the countryside. Dare to beat me and let me kneel on the ground to lick the porridge. I tell you, you will wait for me. Now, when you get out, I will find someone to kill you bastard, aren't you the most filial one? Wait, when I find out where your mother is buried, I will take your mother's grave away and lay her ashes fly. Jenna was trembling with anger, and was about to fight her desperately on the spot. Just about to start, she heard the prison guard yell from behind. Elaine, are you going to leave? Elaine hurriedly said, I am coming, I don't want to stay here for a minute. The prison guard said in a cold voice, then hurry up and pack things. Because the prison guards were there, the others wanted to beat Elaine, but they didn't dare to do it, they could only hate it. Jenna hates her the most, because she hates her mother who is abused by others. This Elaine dare to say that she is going to spread her mother's ashes. It's a crime. Elaine was completely confident at this time. While packing her own things, she said coldly to the people around, by the way, there are a few of you who have beaten me, don't even want to run. I tell you, I am here. The outside forces are very powerful. Starting today, I will wait for you when I go out. I will fight one by one, and let you pay for bullying me again. Elaine counted them down one by one, turning the expressions of everyone in the cell blue and angry. After scolding these people, Elaine could be regarded as letting out a sigh of relief. At this time, she had finished packing her things, and was about to leave with the prison guard, when she suddenly felt a urge to pee. She muttered to herself, damn, why do I have urine at this time? As she said, she whispered again, no. This cell is too bad, and the urine taken from here must also be particularly bad, and I must leave after the spread. Thinking of this, she sneered at Mrs. Wilson and Jenna, and said contemptuously, I happen to have a pee, so I will leave it to you guys. After speaking, Elaine hummed a song, twisted her waist, and walked into the toilet. Outside, a group of people were silent, and Elaine gasped for breath. Old Mrs. Wilson clutched her chest. She looked like she was mad, and she said, "I'm so angry, I'm really angry. It must be my unfilial son who came to bail her." Jenna asked in an interface, "Your son bailed her? This is not what a bastard is." The old Mrs. Wilson cried and said, "My son is also a useless man. He was taken care of by this shrew. They just don't want me to live. They just tried every means to toss me away." After that, Mrs. Wilson deliberately instigated her and said to Jenna, "Jenna, this woman is very vicious. She said she wants to pick up your mother's grave. I think she will definitely do something like this. She has to be sorry." When Jenna heard this, she immediately felt a puff of blood rushing to the top of her head, making her tremble all over. She gritted her teeth, stood up directly, and immediately rushed into the toilet.